Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome here in the This Makes a Sick studio. Today we're doing a review on the Elysia Xpressor Neo. This is an analog compressor and I've used it quite a lot in the last months. I've added it to my setup some time ago and really wanted to use it on actual masters before doing an actual review on the unit. So I am familiar with the unit and know how it sounds and feels and what it does for my workflow. We're about to dive into the unit and I'll walk you through everything that it does. But generally speaking, this is a super versatile compressor. There's tons of controls on the unit so you can really set it up how you want. For me, I'm doing mastering, and for that specific purpose the Xpressor Neo is really well suited. However, especially since it has, for example, negative ratio, this unit is amazing as well for mixing and even production. You really are able to set it up exactly how you want, and that's what makes this unit super special. There's a gain reduction limiter, there's the parallel blend. This is just really effective if you want to dial in exactly a specific type of compression. So why did I add the Xpressor Neo? As you might know, I love the Wes Audio NG bus compressor, and that's my go-to bus compressor. I do EDM mastering, and for this it's just really an amazing beast. Next to that, it's plug-in controlled, so you can literally use different settings on different projects and don't have to worry about recalls. So the vision for me to add the Xpressor Neo, simply put, I wanted to have a compressor early on in the chain so I can glue the signal already a bit before going into the NG bus compressor and further processing. I'm never using the Xpressor Neo on 100%. It sometimes can be at 25% with the gain reduction limiter set at 2 and a super high ratio to basically allow me to have a very pushed parallel signal blended into my dry, and that way build towards the final sound and really optimize the RMS in the signal chain. I've been absolutely loving the Elysia Xpressor Neo for that, and I think especially at this price range that it's a really good buy for lots of users. However, if you need to go for a super simple bus compressor that does the SSL thing extremely well, I would advise to go with something like the NG bus or the SSL bus plus. Why? Because I think it's way faster and easier to dial that exact vibe in if you have a unit like that. That said though, it's not the only type of compressor you can wish for. Like the Xpressor Neo really adds something. It even can operate as a limiter if you set it at infinite ratio. So this is just super cool because you can really strategically place it into your signal chain and really get amazing results in the end. So let's dive right into the unit and let me walk you through everything that it does before we're going into the sound demonstration. Alright, so starting on the left, we have the threshold, we have an attack setting, we have a release setting, we have the ratio, hit it, which in Elysia terms means active. Then the warm mode. Warm mode is super cool, by the way. This does two things. It's saturating the top end, so you will have a little bit of coloration on your top end. It will as well shift your tone into having a subtle low end bump and a subtle high end roll off. So that's the technical side of it. What it does when listening to it is just basically make it warm and beef up the low end a little bit. If I sometimes have, for example, a very classic house type of track that sounds a bit too digital, the warm mode can come in extremely handy. However, on most tracks I'm going for a clean sound and I won't use it, but believe me, if you have a way too clean track that needs a bit of beef, then definitely the warm mode is amazing. Then we've got logarithmic release, or log release as it says here. This switches between logarithmic release and linear release. So linear release, the name implies it already. Linear means that it's going all at the same time. However, logarithmic means that the start of the release goes very fast and then it goes slower. So the logarithmic release is very amazing, because if you have a high amounts of gain reduction, the release automatically goes faster. And yeah, if you're listening to what it does, it really retains the energy of the music way better and feels more effective groove wise. Then auto fast is really cool. If it's not activated and you have a slow release time, then it's always a slow release time. So if you have sudden peaks, it still has the same release time. However, if you have auto fast activated, it can basically detect that there is a really high jump in peak level and it just grabs it for you. So if you have auto fast on and there's sudden jumps in peak level, then the Xpressor Neo will get those peaks and deal with them for you. That's just really super amazing. Then sidechain filter, I don't have to explain that. Gain reduction limiter. Gain reduction limiter is super cool. By the way, the sidechain filter works both for the unit itself and the external sidechain. The external sidechain activates when you plug in something in the external sidechain at the back. I'm not using that. So yeah, this is just a high pass filter for your sidechain. Then gain reduction limiter, that's just really super cool. You can set up the amount of compression and all that over here, get the gain reduction going and really capture the right compression for your track. And then with gain reduction limiter, you can basically tell the unit, yo, I want you to do this type of compression, but never compress more than 2 dBs or 3 or 4. That's just manually customizable here. So that's allowing us for really cool purposes, because we can blend in super extreme compression, but only do it for a couple dBs instead that it's jumping extremely hard. And that way we have an extra dimension of control here, which is super cool when you are applying compression in mastering. Then gain, this is your makeup gain and mix. And this is just my favorite button of the whole unit. You can literally blend in the amount of compression that you want. It's as well applying on the warm mode. So warm mode doesn't work on your dry signal. So if you want to go for extremely heavy compression with warm mode activated, then that signal will be blended in with the dry wet. So that's the unit, that's all the functions that it has. Now let's take a listen and put this thing to the test and see how it sounds on some dance tracks. Here we go.
know that you want it too. It's a risk worth taking, even if it's over soon. Want you skin tight, close like denim. Come on, love me right. When it's ending, I'll be fine. I got your body close to mine. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. Call me if it's only for tonight. Your hands on my body, 'cause my body's what you like. I'm down if you're down to get it now. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. If it's only for tonight. Call me, baby, if it's only for tonight. If you need somebody, you know.
So that's it. This is the Xpressor Neo, an amazing unit. It's super versatile. It can do a ton of things and it sounds extremely good. It's so spotless and really the Class A technology in this unit is hearable. Why? It's because you can literally have it operate in a super transparent way, and if you want as well, you can color quite a bit, especially with the war mode activated and at extreme settings. It's really cool what you can do with it. So yeah, I hope that this video gave you some clarity on how it sounds during mastering of dance music. And if you have any questions on the unit or you have any specific request for future videos, yeah, you know what to do. I'm always in the comments as well. And I thank you for watching and I hope you have a good time mixing and mastering. Bye bye.